Hey, gang, it's your old pals, Uncle Hank and Kippy. Just want to thank you for tuning in to Are You Garbage?
Yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe. That way you get the episode as they come out. And you can also go to gasdigitalnetwork.com, use promo code AYG to get bonus content and get the episodes before they come out and HD streaming. Do it.
Yeah.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Woo, baby! Here we go again, gang. Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage, the show where we sit down with your favorite comedians and find out if they grew up classy or if they're complete trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful fall day here in New York City, in the East Village, Gas Digital Studios, in the big studio. You can feel the crisp in the air. Made an apple pie this weekend, ate the whole thing in one night. Not shocked about it. My co-host coming at you from right next to me, he yelled at me before the show, just so everybody knows. He's fucking cranky. I don't know if the hymns aren't working or what the deal is. Kid's backed up. He's got to whack one out. Got to send him to a rubbing tug, get this kid fresh.
Yeah.
But, gang, when you reach for a best pal, do yourself a favor. Still, even after all that, you make it a Kippy. Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, gang, I would like to not apologize for my outburst earlier. The whole booth was on my side, I must say. We're going to be taking applications for new co-hosts moving forward on Are You Garbage and Are You Garbage Enterprises. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Shout out. We appreciate. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes.
Do it.
Full video available on YouTube. You can subscribe there. Almost at fucking 6,000. We'll be at 6,000 by the time this comes out. We appreciate that. Also, if you want all the benefits of Gas Digital Network, all the last episodes. I mean, we've had fucking everybody. We've had Norman, Lish, Schultz, Verzi, Bobby Kelly. Who else? I'm drawing blank. We have fucking everybody.
Couple guys.
All those are available on gasdigitalnetwork.com. If you can sign up using promo code AYG, we get to wet our beaks a little bit. We make a couple of bucks. You save a couple of bucks. It's a win-win for everybody. So fucking sign up, guys. Thanks.
Not too shabby, gang. I say this often, but this time it's 100% true. We could not be more excited to have our incredibly funny, incredibly special guest here with us today. He's a stand-up comedian and actor. As an actor, some of the things he has appeared in is Inside Amy Schumer, Marin, and Those Who Can't. As a stand-up comedian, where do you hear this fucking rap sheet?
Laundry list.
Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. This Is Not Happening. He's got his own half-hour Comedy Central special. All right, he's been on 2 episodes of Conan. Brody Stevens enjoy it. At Midnight, all right. The Today Show, The Meltdown, What's Your Fucking Deal? Comedy Knockout, Live at the Apartment. This week at the Comedy Cellar. He's got 2 albums out, Standard Operating Procedure and Scuttlebutt. But the big question everybody's dying today is he garbage? And I stumbled over that like a fucking stroke victim.
Like he does every week.
I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a nice fucking big round of applause for the one, the only, the incredible Mr. Sean Patton, everybody.
You guys have such great voices. Like, you know, it feels like you're the 2 radio DJs who just know radio
Don't know the
station
90s is
hire.
over?
Yes,
They'd
for
be
sure.
like, we're not hiring these 2 guys, and then podcasts started happening.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh my God, look now, they're emperors.
Sometimes I hear it. I'm like, we really could just call us like fucking Fatso and Baldy, and we could like take over Cleveland for sure.
I did not go that far. Fatso and Baldy, yeah. Which that's why is that where it's skewed with morning radio? It all went it all went into like, whoa, we're crazy guys who we eat garbage and we're drunk all the time. Like, why didn't it skew into more like, hey, look, I you know what I was doing last night? Reading Proust. Who else was up reading that one book by that
Where
guy?
my intellectuals at? Call in.
The fucking that's wait, it's funny because you said Live at the Apartment.
I did.
Yeah.
I couldn't read my handwriting. I stumbled over it.
But for a second, I thought you were about to say Live at the Apollo. And I had a moment where I was like,
too.
did I do that? I probably got yanked off immediately.
The only guy that ever beat up the Sandman, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
forgot. You know what that was? That was a show at an apartment before shows at apartments happened because of a virus.
Mm-hmm.
I missed Best Bars in America. That's what
You
I
can
missed.
leave that
I
one out.
apologize.
You can always leave that one out.
Well, we had your co-host on, Jay
Yeah, we
Larson.
just had
Jay
Jay
Larson's
last
a
week.
wonderful man.
The best.
That show destroyed both of us from the liver out.
There's a lot of boozing, right?
A lot of boozing and a lot of dealing with fucking. I mean, if you're gonna do a show that takes place in a bar, I think they should have let us run a little wilder.
Yeah.
They tried to hone us in a little too much and was like, you want me to repeat myself? I'm hammered. Why are what are the camera guys doing? And the camera guys are doing their job. I don't want to. It wasn't anybody's fault, but it was just also we were both like. I think if you're gonna have a show where your guys are drinking every single fucking week, like that's the thing, multiple bars a day.
Jesus.
So you're drinking from. We would start, I would say, 2 p.m. to 3 a.m. sometimes.
Damn.
What?
And multiple bars, usually 2.5 hours at each bar, and you couldn't fake it. You couldn't fake it.
Yeah, so it comes off so
It
ingenuine,
comes off
so hammy.
disingenuous, and you just couldn't fake it, but you couldn't sober up either, because then you would just get that, like...
Just sleeping,
that
the heavy head.
just heavy, yeah. So you kind of had to maintain a buzz. I get it. Now I'm just describing your average resident of Chicago or New Orleans. I get it. But, like... I don't know, having to be professional in those moments, that's the part no one understood. They're like, greatest job in the world. Once something becomes the job, though,
It's not fun,
It's
yeah.
not fun. And so getting shit-faced stopped being fun.
Yeah.
Because you had to maintain some level of like, oh, I'm sorry, I got to say this to the camera. This is a great, wait, fuck it, this drink sucks. And they cut that part out.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like you needed was a little fucking nose candy to keep you on an even keel.
Believe you me, it was offered, but... Jay's a family man, and I am a pussy.
Now, I'm not talking about going crazy. Just a little Tutorutski to get you back on the runway.
Get
you know
your
what
head
I mean?
straight.
But don't you find with Tutorutski? That would have been your name. That would have been part of your segment. It's Tutorutski Tuesdays. How do you get?
Insert drop of snorting.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, but that was just interesting hearing some of that stuff because I was like at midnight. I forgot that show. Remember that show?
Yeah.
That was like hot for a minute. It was like that was like a get. Like you wanted to get on at midnight.
Dude,
It was big.
Some people were great. I was fucking terrible at it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
puns are my weakness. But like some people were fucking like Ron Funches was just like a Jedi.
Yeah.
But I remember you'd show up and there'd be writers who just had like a list of options to choose from.
Really?
Yeah. And you'd be like, yeah, please.
Yeah,
I'll take as many of those.
yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
Take them home with me.
Yeah. But then that like ego would take control and you'd be like, no. Yeah, what are you doing? You're a
know.
comedian. Come up with your own. She'd be like, all right, I said I wanted 10. Give me 3.
Yeah.
And I'll come up with the other 7.
Yeah.
Keep them in your pocket just in
But
case.
yeah, but like that, I forgot about that.
That was big. I remember when I first got to the city, people were doing Red Eye. That was like a big deal, getting on that show.
Red Eye with Tom Shalhoub.
Yeah.
Was that on Fox?
Conservative at midnight. That's all. So it was at 8 p.m. That's what they should have called it.
Queuing on at
Dinner
midnight?
time.
Too funny. All right, so we want to hear the backstory about Sean Patton. You and I did Shannon's podcast a few months ago, which was really fun. And one of the stories that you told, which is a ghost story, which was fucking frightening.
Yikes.
But the story started out with him and one of his boys in the woods boozing.
Yeah, man.
So we know where we're going in this direction. Do you think you're garbage?
You know what? I call myself. I come from.
Here we
I
go.
come from Southeast
Great.
Louisiana, from the suburbs of New Orleans. We weren't white trash. We were white recyclable. So
Okay.
I think that's what we're going to discover at the end of this podcast. That I'm a recyclable.
Okay.
But so a hybrid.
Where was your socioeconomic level as compared to like Norman? Because his was like real weird. Like they lived in the mansion, but they were broke, and it was a shitty neighborhood.
Well,
define the suburbs.
Mark
of-
actually like my family's from the Lower Ninth, like
Okay.
legit hardcore, like core of New Orleans.
Okay.
But they got out at a certain point, and I grew up in Slidell, Louisiana, Chalmette and Slidell, which together are like the Staten Island
Okay.
of New
all right.
Orleans. Mark, to my knowledge, grew up in Mark actually grew up in the city. He grew up in like the alphabet city.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like proper. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Mark's parents did for a living. I would say we were upper middle class for sure.
Okay.
Nobody was shrimping or anything like that.
I mean, my mom
For
was
a living.
No,
Okay.
my mom's a nurse. My mom's an RN.
All right.
And my dad runs a catering business.
Okay.
Mm.
So like we did well, but we lived in the fucking I know it's like fucking hip to shit on the suburbs you grew up
course,
in.
of
It's
course.
Love the
so
suburbs.
it's so hip to just trash your past, and
Mm-hmm.
I suffered so hard. But no, I mean I lucked out. Like my immediate family were good people,
Good.
and we grew up in like a a middle-class suburb that thought it was a lot more badass. Like there
Gotcha.
was
That's a lot of the suburbs,
Right.
though. That's a lot of suburbs.
It was like there was a country club in my neighborhood, but it was a working class
Country club.
Like I learned to play tennis, but from a dude named Renee who had an LSU Tiger tattoo on his tongue.
Holy
on his fucking tongue. He wore LSU gear Louisiana State University every single day. He would watch games at the country club, and he was that guy who. And you know sports fans, he'd be watching like, look at this is great, 3rd and 10. And then if there's a fumble, you fucking motherfuckers!
Yeah.
You fucking motherfuckers! You fucking fumble on 3rd and 10! You fucking motherfuckers! Anyway,
Yeah.
so he was that
Let's see your
guy.
overhand serve again there, Sean.
And here's the best part. Didn't attend Louisiana State University.
Oh my God,
That's a trash
fucking
quality.
Trash.
But you know what I'm saying? So like I was surrounded by guys like that. And my dad, like I said, runs a catering company. The thing about a catering company is, and I'm not trying to, but 70% of the workforce in a catering company is part-time.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
70% of those people are kind of on their last chance.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of second chance, maybe
Right.
cons or something, a little checkered
Right.
past.
Or like senior citizens who don't need the money but just need to move so their bodies don't shut down.
Yeah.
So like, or both, and also ex-convicts.
Yeah.
But so like I was surrounded my whole life by like the underbelly,
The knuckleheads.
the knuckleheads.
Yes.
But you learn a lot from that.
Yes.
That's
You
what the whole
learn a
show
lot
is.
from
of
that.
course. My whole family is knuckleheads.
Yes.
It's like my mom's one of there's hundreds of us. She's one of 9 from Philadelphia. They're
Yeah.
all like fucking plumbers, or they're all just like blue collar,
Yeah.
screaming at the Eagles, knuckleheads, which I
Like,
love.
I know for a fact the hardest manual labor in manual labor sense, the hardest workers on the planet are functional alcoholics.
Oh, dude, I was just
Without question.
You get a good alcoholic line cook. Oh, that guy's
That guy's
cranking out
that guy can
plates.
fuck up a tomato coulis. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, you go. He just picked me up on 57th Street, and there's like people outside, all construction workers drinking at lunch, and they're all going to go back to like
And
operating a crane or a forklift or something. They're all having Heinekens out on the streets.
and they're gonna do a good job.
yes,
Like
yes.
my dad catered there's a PGA event in New Orleans every year. Right, like one on the tour.
Yeah.
My dad catered that every year. his
That's
company.
pretty classy.
It was, yeah.
That's
I
got to
mean,
be a big
but,
contract.
but that's what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all these corporate skyboxes, all these like fucking, big money people.
Mhm.
And my dad ran an iron fucking ship. But occasionally you'd have the guy whose his whole job is running giant gallons of food on his back and forth for 16 hours straight. That guy's nipping a Budweiser.
Sure.
That guy's got a steady, low but steady buzz.
Yeah.
The whole time.
like a low grade fever.
Right. His name's AJ, and he's a good fucking guy. You know what I mean? He's a good fucking dude.
And can you blame him?
Yeah,
not
dude.
at all.
And they all got that Louisiana accent. Like, dude, you just gotta fucking suck it down right quick, and just don't let them see you do it. But also just put it down. Just put it down. Somebody's like, "Is that yours?" Like, I ain't mine. I ain't touching it. Very lot of street corner mentality.
Yeah.
and
there,
that's
but-
who the boss usually looks the other way. If you're a hard worker, they let you
Exactly.
get away with it, as long as you're not fucking embarrass anybody.
mean-
You're not grabbing a Tiger Woods' wife or anything.
Right.
like that.
I mean, Tiger Woods didn't go to that. He didn't stop at that one. You know what I mean? You got Phil Mickelson, maybe.
Yeah.
You got a lot of John Daly's.
Oh.
You know? But like, no offense, John Daly, but come on, guy could hit real hard. The guy was like
You're trash. He's trash.
yeah.
Yeah. Talk about fucking cracking the safe. That guy infiltrated like the most prestigious of prestigious sports. And he's a
Smoking rocks
fucking
on the
he's a
fairway.
booze hound smoking darts on the
But just so you know, we love the burbs. We celebrate it here.
Yeah, I mean, it's
we
like
love it.
it's-
We celebrate it. And like when I was home I went home for a little bit for the pandemic.
Yeah.
Half of me in the back of my head was like, this is fucking nice down here.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm definitely first generation suburb, right? Like my parents.
Oh, yeah.
My parents are city, but like that's the thing. Because of that, the rest of my most of my large chunk of my family is still in the city. So I spent most of my upbringing up in the city.
Right.
And then like as soon as I could get the fuck out, I did. And like, one of my sisters lives back in the burbs now, but only because she could afford to buy a house there.
Okay.
Because houses in fucking the city of New Orleans pre-pandemic, I don't know what they're like now, were
outrageous,
skyrocketing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of cities did. It's like weird because there was white flight,
Yeah.
and then now I don't know, gentrification, and then the cities are like popular again. But now there's this whole group of people who are like, we want to live in the city. We have the jobs that are in the cities, but we can't afford to live in the cities. So they're like moving back into like the closest suburbs now. And it's like a different form of, it's like forced flight.
Yeah, because you can't afford it.
That doesn't see color.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 sisters and a brother. I'm the oldest.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, go figure.
Oldest. By how much?
I mean, 4 years, 9 years, 14 years.
Wow. So you were like the big bear. You were watching out for all them.
You know what? Like I said earlier, where I learned basically by being surrounded by so many, so much salt. So the salt of the earth to the point where it was giving the earth hypertension.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
a salt mine.
Yeah. I learned.
We're not talking about Himalayan salt.
Right. No.
Wasn't pink Himalayan?
Talking about Morton's.
We're talking
iodized.
about right. We're talking about the sidewalk salt that you shouldn't necessarily be using on food.
Yeah, the non-edible salt.
Burns the dog's feet. That's the kind of salt we're talking about.
But like because of that, I learned a lot of what not to do in life, and I think I provided the same service for my siblings.
Yeah,
I was a total fuck up. I was just from like 16 to 20. I was a piece of shit.
Just like boozing and drinking.
I mean,
and just...
I skipping school, stealing from my parents, lying about it, getting caught, went to jail for playing mailbox baseball like a real dipshit.
Holy shit!
I know.
That's like Stand By Me type shit.
Dude, it was like
and soda pop.
Seriously, I remember it was me and 2 other guys, and we didn't do it from like the back of a truck. We did it from like the window of my buddy's car, and we were just driving around Slidell, hitting mailboxes, drunk out of our minds, high as fuck, and we decided to get his ex-girlfriend. But the
vengeance.
Right. The problem was we did it too late / early in the morning to where her parents were up, heard the commotion, recognized his car.
Sure.
And they called the cops. If we'd have been...
They dimed you out?
They dimed us out.
That's fucked up.
Dude, if we'd have...
It's a federal offense.
Let's say, if it had been an hour later and there was mail in those mailboxes, we'd have been fucked.
Wait, that's the difference?
That's the difference.
A fucking Pottery Barn catalog can get you federal charges?
It's like shooting somebody below the kneecap.
Yeah.
It's not attempted murder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, keep that one in your back
didn't know
pocket.
that.
Next time you got your nickel on you. Next time you're toting steel.
Keep that one in your chamber. Toting steel.
Really?
Toting steel Thursdays.
Go for the shins. Holy shit.
But yeah, I went to fucking... That was actually the greatest thing my parents ever did for me was they left me in jail.
Really?
I got arrested on a Monday morning. And got processed, and that's if you've ever been through it.
This is for the mailbox thing.
Baseball. Yeah,
Okay.
They didn't come get me. They called the house and were like, bring him in, or we're coming to get him.
Now, how did the parents know that you were in the car with the kid?
Because the fucking kid who was driving the car snitched everyone out.
Holy
and here's the
fuck!
best,
What the shit?
Well, here's the best part.
This is the 90s, too.
This
Nobody
is
snitched back then.
1997, yeah.
Nobody
It wasn't in vogue yet.
Honestly, I'm surprised.
Just pre-Takashi.
I was just going to say that.
snitched back then.
Nobody did. I'm surprised that the parents fucking called the cops and they didn't. Normally, in my situation, that would have been the mom would have called my mom and gave a warning. Because I actually had that situation. I was leaving some messages on an ex-girl's voicemail that weren't too nice.
They weren't please return my hoodie either.
Dude, I love the idea. People snitched in the 80s.
Yeah.
The 90s were clean.
Right?
People had honor.
There's a code of gentlemen.
There's a code of fucking people.
They would have called your mom and said, "Listen, if he does this again, then I'm gonna, we're calling the cops."
Does this again? If he commits another felony, we're really gonna get him.
People started snitching in the arts. No, I mean like.
I also think you want to live in like Goodfellas in your head a little bit.
I'm telling you, nobody did that.
That's the way we handled it back then.
But the thing was,
I get up, start talking to the camera.
they called the cops on the dude. Cops came to his house. Arrested. Well, here's the fucking thing. He was 17.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the other guy were 18 when this happened. So the cops couldn't arrest him. He was still technically a minor.
Yeah.
So we go in, me and the other guy. And I mean, I remember like they read me the rights. My mom's there fucking crying. The processing, which if you've been through it, it's all like I'm in the system. It's crazy. But
Damn.
And then you go. Everyone was like, your parents are going to bail you out. Don't fucking fret. And I called him with my one phone call just to check in and be like, when's the bail going through? And I remember my dad.
do you guys-
with the
what do you guys
assumption.
doing?
Yeah.
But I can remember I could hear my mom crying and my dad in the background being like, we're not bailing you out.
Dude, that's blue collar.
Ouch.
That's like
Yeah,
that.
We are not.
That's let them fucking sweat it out.
Well, because I was arraigned on it was Monday morning I got arrested, and I got arraigned on Thursday morning.
Wait, when did you do this? What was you had to do it
Said
on
Monday,
a weekend,
right?
right?
I did it we did it on Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Sunday
Yeah.
night in the Monday?
Into Monday, yeah.
Was it a school night?
No, it was summertime.
Oh.
So it was just like
all right.
pure fuck up. And
That's weird on a Sunday. I don't know.
yeah, it was because it was also like unplanned. It
Dude,
was
they're
just, like,
smashing mailboxes.
Yeah.
You care what the fucking day it is?
It seems like more of like a Friday, Saturday night thing.
That's
You know,
why.
like,
That's
Not
why
in
we
the
did it
Big
on a
Easy,
Sunday.
baby, yeah.
That's why we did it on a Sunday.
Keep them guessing.
We was outsmarting these fucks.
the coppers never be looking for it, see? They'll never get us on a Sunday. God damn it, they got us.
Every loser hits a mailbox on a Friday. You hit a bread truck on a Friday, mailbox on a Sunday.
You do mailboxes on Sundays. You do liquor stores on fucking Tuesdays.
That's when they want you.
Yeah, they're looking out on a Saturday. No. Yeah, you steal bikes any day of the week. But yeah,
misdemeanor.
I spent
That's
basically
funny.
3 nights in jail, 3 days in jail.
And what was this? This is what? This is the township or whatever you
Slidell Parish Prison or whatever. Slidell Parish. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just like a fucking basic 4-cell shower at the
rough
end.
company, I would imagine.
No, I lucked out in the sense that it was myself and the other guy that I was with.
Oh, your buddy? Oh, that's awesome.
So what are you in here for, huh?
Well, no, but it was 2 of us in a 4-person cell.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, at least if the shit happened.
And then the other guy in the cell, he kind of took a liking to us in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Not in like the, boys, you're going to be on my side, but just straight up like, I see a lot of myself in you guys. And I mean that in the proper way, motherfucker. It's so funny because the dude, I wish I could remember it verbatim, but he was an older guy. His name was Ricky, which is a standard, like honor trash title.
Ricky's
Ricky's
dude. If you got
garbage.
an Uncle Ricky, he is
Yeah.
a fuck up for
What
sure.
is the full name of Ricky? Would it be
Richard,
Richard.
Ricardo, and some,
Ricky.
Anything with a Y, anything that ends in a Y after 20 is a tough look.
You got to go IE.
I always, yeah, those shit.
Or just 2 E's and a little Ricky.
Yeah.
I always love those situations where somebody that's like a complete fuck up is like giving you the advice.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm fucking 12. You're 35. We're working in the same kitchen. What are you talking about?
Dude, he had this. He told us that he had turned himself in. He was a speed addict who had turned himself in.
Nice.
Because he got. Dude, he had the fucking. It was just such like a. Oh, man, speed. It's good shit. I was on it, and then I was off it, and it wore off. So now I'm speeding the car because I ain't speeding in my head no more. And I get pulled over, and I'm running. I run. I get away. I run, and I get away. But I realize that's it. That's the only time I'm getting away. I got to turn around. I got to turn myself in, do the right thing. That's why I'm here now, man. Damn. And then he would lift up his mattress, and under his mattress he had like cigarettes, little chocolates.
How long was he in there for?
He had been in there for like a month.
What?
Yeah, he was waiting on his arraignment, which I guess just kept getting pulled back.
Jesus
So
Christ.
he had been there for like a month. So he just had like a bunch of shit under the mattress. He smoked half of our cigarettes because they let us both have cigarettes. They're like,
That's
you guys
great.
can take your cigarettes in. And he bummed, even though he had a fucking spread.
Sure,
We're
you
like,
gotta space it out.
You
way
gotta get him
too-
from the fish.
You
You
don't know
know
how
what I
long
mean?
he's going to be in
Yeah,
there.
we were way too afraid to be like, hey, man, you got to fucking. I see 5 menthols, 2 100s, and a Capri. A little skinny guy. What the fuck you taking my Camel red lights for?
Yeah.
But but it was. I was never like in danger. There was never like a scuffle or a fucking. There was like a rotating cast of the 4th member
Sure.
of the cell, and it would.
But
just
you got numbers at that point. Like it's you 3 living harmoniously.
Oh, yeah. In the
so if he
orange-
comes in,
yeah.
they're the outside.
Oh yeah, we were definitely But the feeling of incarceration was like, nah, fuck that.
Damn.
Like I think if my parents would have bailed me out, I would have by now been dead or just a total fucking loser.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the fact that sitting in there for 72 hours, just
It
the
worked,
just
yeah.
the feeling of it, drinking the fucking non-carbonated root beer.
Oh.
I just remember that was
Why
the thing
non-carbonated?
because it was powdered. So it was powdered root beer flavored water,
What the
and it was
fuck?
every meal was that.
Taking an A&W
a
around
star-
here?
Dude,
What the fuck?
Nope.
A Storts,
Nope.
a Hanks, anything?
It was a lot of baloney. But
Hey, Judge, how about a mug? You know what I mean? What do you got to grease to get a fucking to get a Barks in here? Come
I mean,
on.
Ooh,
come on.
Barks has the bite.
There's no caffeine. There's no caffeine. I'm gonna go right to sleep. But yeah, it was just like that was a very big like. All right, I'm not gonna go down that path.
And so you got arraigned. Well, what did they end up charging you with? I want to hear the end of
I
this.
got charged for destruction of property and got sentenced reduced to 1 year probation, 3 months of
Community service.
which was barely. I don't remember really doing anything. I remember showing up and sitting in a room with a bunch of other fuck-ups, and they just occasionally be like, you and you go meet out, put on these vests and go. I think like once or twice I had to go pick up trash like at a football field in a school after a game. It was never anything.
Yeah,
it felt like
real.
In Louisiana, I would have been worried about ending up on a fucking road gang or something like that.
not
Cool Hand Luke.
I'm sure those guys. I'm sure that happened. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's where Ricky went.
Ricky!
I'm sure he's out there right now telling his speech story.
Yeah.
Man, Spain's good shit, man. Breaking Bad, y'all seen this yet? I'm from the future. Now I'm back. It's crazy.
I was on speed, off speed, on speed, off speed, on speed, off speed. Now I'm here.
God damn.
But yeah, like that.
That's great.
And then, yeah, but I was a fuck up. I mean, like, my siblings definitely are all better off because they watch me just fall.
You scared him straight.
I mean, the fights I had with my parents. My mom punched me in the face in front of all of them once.
Nice.
Me and my dad went at it once in front of them. I mean, the shit I shouted, the awful fucking things I said to my parents alone, I should fucking burn for, you know?
it's tough.
I stole their van once.
Was it the catering van?
No, just like their conversion, like the
Yeah.
family van.
You had a conversion, like a big conversion
Yeah,
van?
you remember those fucking things?
Wow, really?
Man.
It was like the one family vehicle.
That
so
was
we could all
clean
get in
living
there.
back in the day. The bed went down in the back.
bed went down in the back.
Woo! Did you have
When the
captain
18 was
chairs?
hot.
Captain chairs,
Dude, you had captain
had
chairs.
the TV,
Damn.
had the built-in TV,
TV.
with the DVD player.
DVD player.
I know it was a
Woo.
big
Things like fucking
and I
Space
stole
Shuttle.
and
Pop
I
was doing
stole
good.
it. I stole it. Of
course.
My parents kicked me out of the house. This was a year. Oh, this is like 6 months after the jail incident.
Jesus.
This was like my relapse. They kicked me out of the house. I snuck back into the house that night, stole the van, and had it for like 2 days
Damn.
before I finally just brought it back.
They
And
didn't call
Yeah.
the cops on you, though.
They did.
Ah,
They did. They did. But they didn't. They just said the van was stolen. They didn't say it was me.
Ah,
But
nice.
then I left, turned it back in, and they called it, and they were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it was a mistake, and the cops let it go. I guess. But I don't really know the details of that because by that point I was in a straight up like I got to get my shit together, or it's over.
What'd you do with the van for 2 days?
Just lived
Partied,
lived
yeah,
in
dude.
it, drove
Hung
it
out in
around.
it's a conversion. What do you mean? What the fuck are you not going to do in a conversion van with a DVD player and
Yeah.
two captain chairs?
That's the thing. This is why I still to this day suspect that they didn't actually call the cops. They
It was
just
maybe
they
like
just
a
told
threat,
me after
yeah.
the fact that they did. But it was a fuck up. But
Damn, conversion vans were fucking
conversion vans
sweet,
were
dude.
sweet, dude. I mean, like that. I wish to God that the Ford Motor Company
Still, man.
still made like with the remember the curtains that pulled.
Yeah.
What am I, an asshole? Come on, of course.
The curtains in the back, and it had the little
Yeah.
ladder,
Yeah.
the metal ladder that went up to the top.
Yeah.
Jesus, you guys do know. You guys,
Dude.
I'd have brought.
Big conversion van
Yeah.
guy. We borrowed one of my dad's business partners' conversion vans one time to go to Niagara Falls. And I thought we were I thought we were the Rockefellers for the weekend. It was fucking awesome.
Niagara
Conversion
Falls
van
is-
Friday.
I'm like,
here, hon.
we got the VHS, the whole thing. He's giving us the VHS too.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, conversion.
Did you
van.
wait? Did you guys have the chairs that spun?
No.
'Cause
Captain
that- 'cause-
chairs.
Yeah,
yeah.
but they didn't. Did they spin back?
I mean, I remember you could do this.
Yeah. I remember, that's how I remember too.
That's like Star Trek.
no
Yeah.
shit.
Well, no,
Damn.
we had the thing where it turned and then the table popped up in between the two.
Yeah, you
The
don't
shit
remember
was.
that?
The
I
shit,
didn't have that.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember that from the A-Team when George Papard would turn around and straighten everybody out in the fucking back of the van.
You're in the back with a big
Yeah.
stogie. Yeah.
And the cooler in the middle,
Yeah.
always full of Bacardi Breezers.
Ooh,
Remember
I-
those?
I don't even know what a breezer is.
Who was
It's a wine
drinking them?
cooler.
Your
That's
parents?
my mom. That was a wine cooler.
I do. That was
That-
the first. No,
yeah.
it was Seagram's wine cooler. First thing I ever drank.
Bottles and James.
Yeah, wine coolers are to White Claw what AM radio was to podcast.
Exactly.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Nobody
wine-
gave them the respect.
Nope. They were
now-
dude, they were 25 years ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
They were fucking White Claws with sugar in them.
Seltzers.
Yeah.
Now there's so many. I mean, that right there might tell you if I'm trash or not. But I fuck with seltzers hard.
Dude,
I love them.
Big
Love
seltzer
'em.
guy.
Love them.
But the thing is, I've never done I've never done meth,
Yeah.
but like it's such cheap.
That's a weird thing to say.
It's
I wish the episode would just end there. I never done meth, and that's the end.
That sounds like a guy who's done meth.
No, I'm just saying.
Or at
but
least made it.
I drink a lot. I have a drinking problem. I drink a bunch, right?
Do you?
Well, like when I drink, I drink.
Oh, this
Okay,
guy's
you,
a
you don't
boozer.
look like someone who used to drink but is now sober, but for a while.
I'm only 19. Does that?
Okay,
Had a rough paper out of here, Sean.
He has sober face?
Oh, dude.
That's pretty good.
So,
A lot of black coffee and cigarettes outside of a church
in an undescript paper cup.
on a Wednesday night.
I normally don't drink coffee or smoke, but outside the church in the eyes of God. God, I don't know why.
Squad.
Wait, where are you? You guys are both like
Philly
Long
guys.
Philly
No,
guys.
outside of Philly, yeah.
Outside of Philly.
But meth. So
But
meth
meth.
you've never done.
But they use they're cranking those things out now, and they use such cheap. It's just cheap malt liquor and seltzer. That's
I
why
thought it was vodka.
No, some of one or two, like the High Noon's actual real vodka, but most of them are just the cheapest fucking malt liquor they can get, mixed with seltzer and a little bit of watermelon or whatever.
It's all
So you
packaging.
drink like fucking 19 of them bad boys. Dude, you wake up the next day fucking zooted. You're on Mars when you wake up, dude. You're like, I'm like, you feel dirty the next morning.
I find myself checking my heartbeat in my temple because my shit's gone up into my fucking head. My
All right,
heart
I'm
jumped into my head.
72 BPMs,
Like,
we're all
Jesus
right.
Christ, what's going on?
Dude, they're bad. It's so cheap.
Yo, dude.
Give me a bottle. I'll drink a bottle of Jameson and we'll get up in the next morning and run a fucking marathon. But fucking 20 of them bad boys, I'm done.
I was drinking Four Locos for a minute.
I mean, they're
Like
not
within
that
the last year and a half.
You know what my favorite brand of the seltzer is? Bud Light. I think the
Bud
Bud
Lights are
I think
nice.
the Bud Lights
Bud Lights
seltzers
are nice.
Superior.
Yeah. We are all trash.
They're all. I mean, they're all. Yeah. So here, I mean, good. I'm just feeling this. I'm coloring in this sketch real nice.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to tell you about our new sponsor, Cushy Dreams. We've been waiting to get these guys on board, and I'm happy we did.
Oh, yeah.
Cushy Dreams has high-quality CBD bud. It's awesome. If you're a fan of CBD, it's great. Me and the big man do it. I got into it a couple of years ago.
Ship the samples, boys. Ship them.
Takes the edge off. It's awesome. It tastes great, and it's exactly like high-quality weed, but without the weed. It's awesome. You smoke it. It's great. There's a lot of favorite blends you can choose from. You can use it to relax. You can use it for pain management, whatever it is, personal. You know, I use it personally for anxiety. You know what I mean? I take a little edge off in the morning, a little edge off at night.
And I hear a lot of people are smoking less weed when they smoke Cushy Dreams.
Yeah,
it really balances it out.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little placebo for weed a little bit. It's great.
And also to mention, all right, grown in the USA, 100% ham trimmed. No machines are touching this.
Get them out of here.
Cushy Dreams takes an artisan approach. All right, everything's run in a small batch, independent lab testing, compliance, purity. Each
stuff.
batch is slow cured. All right, preserves the flavor, preserves the cannabinoids. I'm telling you, CBD is a fucking game changer for me as far as my anxiety goes. So get on the fucking Cushy Dreams train.
And if you're a pothead, when you open up one of these cans, you'll instantly realize that it's high-quality bud. Cushy Dreams ships legally to all 50 states and is CBD cannabis that isn't going to get you high. I repeat, it does not get you high. It's just a different way to take your CBD. You know what I mean?
Feel good.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. I stand by it. It is great stuff. So go to cushydreams.com and use promo code GARBAGE for how many percent off do you think, Foley? 5, 10, 15?
5, 10, I would say.
We're talking 20%
20
off.
they're doing?
20% off.
Giving the fucking store away over there.
That's our boys at Cushy Dreams.
Woo!
Use promo code GARBAGE for 20% off. Once again, that's cushydreams.com for high-quality CBD bud. And if you use promo code GARBAGE, you're going to get 20% off. Now back to the show.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, it was a fuck up forever, and then I dropped out of school twice. Like I dropped out of high school, got my GED.
High school? You dropped
You
out
got
of
a
high school?
GED?
I have a GED. I have a general education diploma.
Because one of the questions
Yeah.
is, and we're curious, did you take the SATs?
In Louisiana, it wasn't mandatory. It wasn't like a
Dude, they play it fast and loose in the Big Easy.
back then. Yeah, it was like
Not
an optional.
mandatory.
The fuck? Not mandatory.
Not mandatory at all. I
Louisiana, get your shit together.
dude, tell me about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
You're a good kid. You're a good shit. Get in here.
I took the ACT.
Okay.
And it scored high enough that with an ACT and a GED, you're able to go. I went to Baton Rouge Community College.
Okay.
For a year and a half, and then dropped out again. So it was like a double fuck you to my parents.
Yeah.
Of like,
I like how
drop out
you
of
did a
high
year and a half of community college and was like,
I
nah, this ain't
mean,
for me.
did
You were
a
like
year.
3 months away from fucking
Yeah,
getting, nah, I'm out of
I
here.
barely fucking did. School was. It sucks to admit that, but like I also have like I have obsessive compulsive disorder, which tends to draw your attention away
Sure.
from that which isn't something you can completely obsess about. So school was just something I was never gonna do.
Yeah, I hated school.
Luckily, all my siblings are pretty fucking great at it, and they all did well. But like my one of my sisters has a master's, and you know like that. And I remember when she got that, I was like, that makes up for me. Mom and Dad.
She's got 2 degrees.
got a
That
master's.
means we shared, so we each got 1 if you look at average.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah.
But
Aaron, let me borrow your bachelor's real quick.
I got a job interview.
by the time I was like in my like mid-20s, though, everything was good. Like I was doing comedy by then. And, like my parents, I didn't let my parents come see me till I was doing it for about 4 years.
Oh, wow.
I kept it. I mean, they knew I was doing it, but I just kept them away. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
And
I think I was kind of that makes sense that you said when you started doing comedy is when you I think it's you have a lot of I was the same way. I was just like fucking eating and drinking and smoking cigarettes like a fucking like I was like a fucking tin knocker for my early 20s, and I was just fucking insanely out of shape, just no direction, just fucking floating. And then I found comedy and I'm like, and then when you're like hyper focused on something for so long, you straighten up, and the distractions, you're not trying to fill your time anymore with like booze and shit. You have a purpose. You feel like you finally have a purpose.
Yeah, like my parents and I became cool. I don't think my parents and I were cool till I was like in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
So like right till like Katrina hit. Basically.
Did you move quickly in comedy? Like when did you start to like?
I mean, I stayed in New Orleans for too long. I stayed in New Orleans for like 4.5 years doing it. Just because, and like back then, in the city in New Orleans, if you were good, you got up maybe twice a week tops. Because there just wasn't that much to do. But we didn't know any better. And there was like a small group of us and like a handful that were really good and cared and put on our own shows. So you're getting up maybe 8 to 9 times a month. Damn. But we thought that was enough.
That was like, you're like, I'm doing it.
And so I did that for like 4.5 years. And then the storm kind of like made you, I had decided to get out before the storm hit. But also like that kind of just shuttled it. I don't know. I think because I moved to LA first for a year and then here. And I feel like it wasn't until I was here for a bit that I felt truly comfortable in my skin doing it. Because I think you got to just eat it for a while. And and also like have. I think the secret to comedy that no one, I don't know why more comics don't talk about this. It's having your resolve tested. I think that's
100%.
And by that I mean when you're on a hot streak, when you're younger at comedy, 3 to 5 years in, and you're crushing it for like a few months and you're just the hot shit, and then you have that set where for no explicable reason you eat ass.
You get got.
And it's a perfect situation. Why the fuck? And it's not like you're doing it in front of a bunch of motherfuckers outside in a park barely paying attention like we're doing now. But like you're in a packed room full of people at a show.
The table set, the stakes there.
Like, everything's in place for you to be the fucking sultan of comedy, and you fucking crumble. It's having those moments and coming back from those, because I know lots of people who are funnier than I am, who are just straight up funnier than I am, but they couldn't come back from those moments.
Well, that's I think
and
you
keep going, and like then
it's true. You also have to like when you start. I look back at like people like just like even in the scene when you start getting things quickly. Oh, like I was doing this show or I passed at this club, and then it's like if you have a bunch of quick open doors, and then you finally hit a wall, it's like it's a lot harder to overcome that wall as to the person who's had to like jump over the walls every fucking time.
Well, especially here when I moved here in 2007. For like the first 3 years I was here, I didn't fuck with clubs at all. None of us did. Like a lot of us were alt comedy or barroom kids because those were the better shows back then. And the problem was that now the clubs are just, there's a renaissance and the clubs are fucking great. The clubs in New York are fucking amazing. I love being fortunate enough to do clubs here is great. But like at a club, you can have a rough set and the club's not going to hold it against you because you've got 2 more the next night or that week. But with the bar shows, if you ate ass at one of those, a good one,
there was a ripple.
It's going to be a while before you're back because it's just the one show.
And it's weekly, so it's like, hey.
So it was like, fuck. Like, so there was a lot of those times where, like, I remember my first year here, like, it was after I'd gotten back from Montreal, after I did Montreal, and I came back from that and was just like, I'm on top of the world. And then one of the first big shows back, just after everyone knew I was at Montreal. And, like, it was like, well, fuck. There's resolve being tested right away. But anyway, point being, I'm gone. Point being, if you think you can take this ship off course, you ain't met me yet, baby.
I love it.
It's Off Course Friday with special guest Sean Patton coming in. What are we talking about? Let's talk about something completely different. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, this is it. Let's
questions.
I just wanted to know, like, so once you started to become successful at comedy, and your parents saw that you were putting an effort towards something, and you kind of grounded yourself a little bit, that kind of smoothed the relationship over a little.
Oh, and I also apologized. I also had many drunken, teary-eyed fucking apologies to my parents, and like they come to shows, and like I think my dad definitely finds me funny.
Okay.
My mom, however, thinks I am God's gift to comedy.
Okay.
It's insane.
good.
And my mom and I all my life growing up, I always thought I got my sense of humor from my dad because he's a fucking runs a business. He's a very present, charming, fucking in the moment, snappy guy. But my mom, I've learned, is where I get my sense of. I get my I guess I get my my lack of stage fright from my dad.
Yeah.
But I
The
get
charisma,
my fucking sense of humor comes from my mother, who is a twisted woman.
Really?
And it's fucking hilarious. Like my dad had a cancer. He had a tumor basically in his asshole, and he was shitting blood, which is terrible, right?
Yeah.
But when my mom broke the news to us, she's like, "He just won't stop shedding blood." I mean, and my mom's a RN. She's a labor and delivery nurse. That's been her. She's like, I mean, I haven't seen this much blood come out of a human being's crotch in all my whole fucking
She's
career.
like Rickles all of a sudden.
She's just busting his fucking balls, and like I mean, thank God he got it removed and everything's fine now. But like in the moment, we're all terrified. My mom's just cracking jokes.
That's great.
And so they come to every show they can.
It's fantastic.
And
See, that's a fucking great Are You Garbage story right there. After all that, the whole thing comes full circle.
yeah,
I
we
fucking
can't.
love
Yeah,
that.
I had to like I said, recyclable.
There you go.
Because the thing with like, not to talk heavy on comedy, but like being a comedian, that's such a reach. And like that, it's not like getting a regular job. Like, oh, well, Sean got everything together. He went 4 years to school, and now he's in a. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fucking went for a big thing and fucking achieved it.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's
And it's like, yeah.
it's a special thing.
My sister has her master's in sociology. My other sister's like in culinary chef, world, and my brother is a surgical tech. So they've all got like real careers. I'm the one who's like, whoo. But like, but like, this pandemic's made it all fucking harder for everyone. I mean, I've never been more career-wise terrified than I am now, just because we don't fucking know.
Yeah,
but
don't know
we
what's
all
happening.
are still pushing through. But
Resolve, as you said.
resolve, testing your. God damn it, you're fucking good at this.
Testing our resolve.
It's testing our resolve.
That's why he's Fatso of Kippy and the Fatso.
And we'll be right back after these important messages.
From Geritol, everybody.
All right. That was incredible. Thank you.
great.
We're going to play a little game called Are You Garbage?
Please.
All right. We're going to ask you a series of questions to determine the trashiness. Now, we celebrate some of it. We don't celebrate other parts of it. Some standard questions. First thing we want to ask you is what street you grew up on. Now, things that would be garbage would be like a throughway. We're looking for a circle. We're looking for a court.
Court.
Oh,
What do you got?
Westport Court.
Okay. Ooh.
Wait, double.
All three parts of
business.
that are not there.
Westport Court. And I got it. Here's the sidecar part. Cul-de-sac.
Nice.
Nice. I was cul-de-sac
See?
kid too.
That's upper middle. That's upper
Yeah.
middle class.
The basketball court in the cul-de-sac. The basketball, not the court. The goal,
net.
The net. That was just for everyone.
Dude,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
the best.
have
Yeah.
because like I go back to my parents still live in the
That's when you know you live in a good neighborhood.
yeah they still live in the same house. They're still the same house and they live in the end of cul-de-sac. And now the kids who are like degenerate, they're like I don't know, they're like 14 now or whatever. They have like we had one when we were all kids, and now the new kids have one. I'm like, fucking all right. We still got we still got a couple of bucks down here.
Yeah.
When
I mean, if it's a lacrosse goal.
Ooh,
Or like a soccer net, you're like, all right, this is interesting.
Yeah,
Might be a little more money here, but
Yeah.
a basketball goal, that's standard.
Yeah.
We had that. We had a basketball court in the driveway. My brother built a lacrosse net in the backyard.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty sweet. But when I was home during the pandemic, I noticed there's like a new wave of kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I looked down my parents' street, and they had the basketball net, with like the sand in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Like a cell skate.
yeah.
They had that out on the street, and they
Yeah.
were all playing, and I was just like, same thing. You just look at it and you're like, these kids are going to be all right
Yeah.
one day.
Can I just say really quickly, one of the only positive things to come from this whole coronavirus situation is getting to repeatedly hear people from the East Coast say the word pandemic.
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 Pandemic. They hang out the A and then demic is quick. It's
Pandemic.
hard.
We got this pandemic.
Pandemic. And the demic comes with a whole posse. The pandemic. I fucking love it.
It's a long D. Pandemic. It's the fucking pandemic.
Goddamn
What is goddamn
pandemic's killing
pandemic?
me.
That's a 7.5 inches of D right there. Pandemic.
I was down. I spent the quarantine down in Wildwood, New Jersey, which is like everybody from Philadelphia goes to the Jersey Shore.
Oh,
Wildwood
yeah.
is the trashiest one.
Okay.
It's they call it the Irish Riviera. It's just land of like fucking
A lot of union dudes.
It's
down
all
there.
plumbers.
Yeah.
It's all like if you're a plumber or a pipe fitter, you can afford a shore house.
A lot of Irish pubs on the beach.
Oh yeah.
Or if you had a good slip and fall case.
yeah. So we're
You
we're
gotta
down
walk
there.
the boards with a cane.
And
but
there's
other than
this
that, you're
woman. There's a woman who look, like she's just this big tattoos on the arm, loud, fucking bleach blonde hair. She goes, "What the fuck is an antibody anyway?" And I was like, She goes, "Does that mean you got it? You don't got it? Who the fuck knows?" And I was like,
Oh man, you
My
just dropped
head
that
exploded.
hardcore Philly.
"Oh
you can
yeah."
slip back into it.
I fall back in.
No, Jesus.
Who the
Christ.
fuck even knows, dude?
I thought I was in an episode of The Wire just now.
The Wire.
if we could dye his hair, we could put him undercover down in Northeast Philly.
I can go.
Wow,
swimming real
dude,
quick,
that
yeah.
mid-Atlantic that is such a mystery accent to me.
Yeah,
That Philly,
it's-
Baltimore,
The
nice.
Baltimore's thicker than Philly.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
Baltimore,
I know,
it's
it's weird.
trashier than Philly. Yeah.
What do you think's the trashiest
Of what?
of all the accents in America?
Oh, dude, the fucking.
You got Philly, you got
I mean,
Boston, Midwest.
For me, it's always going to be the Gulf Coast accent.
yeah,
Which
It's
is
like
what?
it's like a sloppy sort of Southern kind of dirty.
I like that though.
It's
That's
like-
so charming.
I said it in a bit, but a true New Orleans accent sounds like a fucking Brooklyn. Like take like a fucking Brooklyn Union delegate, all right, and give that guy a couple Valium.
Slow him down
And
a
then,
bit.
once he's all fucked up and he just kind of talking. And he just kind of doesn't give a shit. That's a real New Orleans accent. It's just sort of like a drunk guy from Bensonhurst. They don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But then, like, to get the Gulf Coast, it's just a sloppiest sort of high-pitched night, like a nasally,
I like it.
and then of course you get to like then throw in some Mississippi twang to it a little bit, and it's just sort of like it sounds like someone whose nose is broken and they got a sinus infection at the same time. But it's trashy in like a charming
Yeah,
way.
it's charming. Yeah,
yeah.
it's-
I always
yeah.
thought the Southern accent. 'Cause I lived in North Carolina for a little bit. I thought that even like the guys that were like the dirtiest of the dirty, when
Yeah.
they talked, they still sounded educated to me.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
why.
Because you're an idiot.
I mean, I will trust just based off of like meeting appearances. I will trust someone with a shitty, trashy accent than someone with a refined, crisp
Oh, yeah,
accent
yeah, yeah.
immediately.
Sure.
Well, I also think it's
Yeah.
what you know more. Like
Yeah.
I'm more accustomed to hearing, like, "Yeah, what are you doing later?" So I'm like,
Yeah.
I innately trust this guy rather than
Right.
like, "What do you do?" Like something
What-
more proper. I'm like,
What are you up to?
Yeah, I'm like, you sound like a
evening, gentlemen.
lawyer or a doctor or someone who has authority over me.
This
Yeah.
guy's a cop.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't know what like the trashy West Coast accent is.
It's probably like the surfer, maybe. I'm sure like out in the desert, it's got something.
It's funny that accent when you hear people. There's a guy. I won't say his name. But he's a Boston comic, but he is a Boston guy, but he has like a fucking turtle, like Southern California.
Really?
It's like what? How the fuck did that How did that happen?
Yeah.
How did you grow up in fucking Worcester or like Worcester? You know,
Yeah,
it's like
Worcester.
oh, it's
Watched a lot
fucking
of
pronounced
Baywatch.
Worcester actually, but
I'm actually from Worcester.
it's whatever.
It's whatever. You go to Duncan, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
but
All
yeah,
right.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. So we got the street out
street.
of the way. Another
Okay.
big one is what was the name? And I assume you said it's upper middle class neighborhood, so I assume it was going to be nice. What was the name of the grocery store that your mom went to as a kid?
Schwegmans.
Sounds like a knockoff Wegman. Schwegmans?
Schwegmans.
So that would
Schwegmans.
fall into the garbage.
Schweg- it was-
That sounds garbage. Is it nice, though? Or is
Yeah,
it.
they were all similar.
So,
There-
okay,
it was-
middle
there
of the
was-
road.
There was a Schwegmans. Then it
Schwegmans.
became.
Sounds like a guy with a list.
Anyone from Louisiana will be like, "What do you mean Schwegmans sounds Nick? It's Schwegmans. That ain't knockoff."
That's good eating down there. Schwegmans.
No, Schwegmans got good shit, dude.
Dude, Schwegmans literally sounds like something from SNL.
Yeah,
like we're
Schweg-
going down to Schwegmans.
And it could be anything. You could
Yeah.
have Schwegman's grocery store, Schwegman's go-kart, Schwegman's
Yeah.
mini golf.
Schwegman's attorney at law, which is I think what the happened. No, then it
I'm
became.
John Schwegman.
Well, then it became.
Welcome to
a,
Schwegman and Schwegman.
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie's
there
all
you
right.
go.
Yeah, then
Okay.
it became a Winn-Dixie.
No,
So-
Dylan says no. He's a Southern guy.
Oh, is it trashy?
Winn-Dixie?
Yeah.
You remember
I don't-
Winn-Dixie?
Yeah, I never would ever step foot in a Winn-Dixie.
All right,
Well,
relax,
then
Boca
you would
Raton.
never shop
Yeah.
for my family.
Yeah. Well, then you would never be Mrs. Patton, you
Well, then-
idiot.
Where you gonna get your wine coolers, Dylan? Huh? Where you gonna get that? How you gonna
Publix.
fucking load up the van?
Publix with an X, you fuck.
I don't like that either. Publix, yeah, that's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
All class.
No, but yeah. So yeah, Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
Ultimately.
And finally, the last one would be what's the local gas station? Now, just so you know, something that you'd want to stay away from would be like a Gulf, a Lukoil.
Oh,
You know, you
bro.
want something, especially being down there.
If
You want an
either of you
Exxon.
know what this is, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants. Actually, do it. It's a place called Time Saver.
I don't know. Sounds all right though.
Who was the gas company?
'cause
Who was
I
the supplier?
Wanted to shit my pants a little bit. I don't know. It was just Time Saver was a big thing in the South. It was just a red triangle. It said Time Saver, and they had gas.
No frills. I'm
And there
with
was-
it.
and there
Sounds
was-
all
Store
right.
attached to it?
What?
Was there a convenience
hell
store?
yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's where I got my hot fries.
Oh,
That's where.
Wait,
yeah.
you mean they're Andy Caps?
Oh yeah, dude. That
This
shit was
really? You're an
big.
Andy Caps guy?
I was an Andy Caps guy.
Whoa, that's a first here.
Hot fries, dude.
if you've had them within the past 3 years, they're
Yeah.
still stuck in your teeth for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a drink that I think is pretty much only in Louisiana. It's called Big Shot, which is basically just Fago 2.0, but predates Fago.
What's Fago?
It's like the Insane Clown Posse. It's like
Yeah.
flavored fucking sodas.
soup. It's basically high fructose corn
yeah, it's
syrup.
Like
Syrup.
Fanta,
Sugar
like a
water.
Fanta.
Yeah, Fanta. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but even
And-
more extreme, I think.
And they used to have pineapple. There was a spot.
Oh my god,
Also,
dude, pineapple fucking
Pineapple
soda
Big
and
Shot.
Andy Caps.
and hot
Come on,
fries.
Sean.
Dude, the fact that
That's garbage, man.
people
That's
wonder
awesome.
why I needed new teeth last year.
Last year.
Why, do you have all fresh ones?
These are new. Yeah, these are new.
All
yeah.
veneers?
Yeah, I got them last year.
Damn,
had
that's awesome.
Had to. I'd fucking tortured my fronts for
Holy
decades,
dude.
cracking beer bottles.
I want
But
a
yeah,
fresh set, too.
You get it's that dental insurance is a hoax. It exists,
No, I
but
know.
it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, pineapple Big Shot, big fucking large bag of hot.
They only sell them in
hot
the tall
fries.
bags. You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
get.
yeah.
Maybe you could get the little ones some places.
Yeah.
But somebody was saying
They pack them in there, too.
Somebody-
Andy Cap doesn't skimp on them.
Doesn't fi-
I don't like Fritos.
I don't know if it was on Twitter or wherever that or Reddit or somebody in one of the discussions for the show, they were talking about how it's an inherently trash snack because you can only buy them at gas stations.
Yeah, and you
they
know-
don't sell them at like the supermarket.
Right.
It's only at gas stations can you buy fucking
And
hot
was this
fries.
big to you, or was what the hot fries a thing down there?
Hot fries is fucking everywhere.
Yeah, dude, hot fries-
But here's what's fucking insane about
Hot
hot
fries
fries.
are all over the place.
Because I agree, it's a trashy thing, but it's inspired by a cartoon.
Right.
A cartoon that is British. Wow. Now, I'm not saying British people aren't trash, but Andy Capp, when you read that cartoon, you probably read him in whatever local accent, but in reality, it's like, all right, then. Hey, Mom,
Yeah,
I'm
never
going
thought of
down
that.
to the store, going to bet on the horses.
His wife was always breaking his balls, right? Is that
Always
what it was?
breaking his
Classic
balls.
wife, you know.
that transcends culture. Wherever you
Doesn't matter
go,
what
am I right?
country you're in. Oh,
But no, and hot fries, and then excuse me, I've seen this everywhere, but like wrapper chips.
oh,
Yeah.
fuck are they called? The
Oh, I know what you're talking
That was
about.
the
first-
honey snacks, wrap
Yeah.
snacks.
Wrap snacks. That
Wrap
was the
snacks.
first place I saw those. Was at in Louisiana.
Wrap snacks are a bit like still big rappers today are still doing
Oh
that.
fuck yeah! I'd be if you're a rapper and you get your
Well, now it's like a novelty thing. It's like, oh, I got wrap snacks.
What do
Yeah.
you think about the trend that like rappers are now creating their own meals at McDonald's? Because I've had,
is that for real?
yeah, it's a
No,
thing.
they signed on what's his name? It was one guy,
What's it? No, there's another now.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, now somebody else is doing it.
That's
Travis
made up.
Scott. Every time I'm like, that's not a country star.
I know.
Every time you hear that name, like, and that's not a country singer.
I know.
That's a rapper.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
makes
the
a-
biggest one.
He
at
makes
that.
a pretty good quarter pounder. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'll try it.
knows his way around the griddle.
I'm in.
All right, I got one here. Let's see. Since we're talking about languages and stuff. Does anyone in your family pronounce it library?
No, I will say that.
Because in the promo for our show, I pronounce it library.
Library?
And I get trashed every fucking week.
But the New Orleans accent would force you to say it like library.
Yeah, it's
Library.
library.
Whenever people get pissed at me when I get pissed at them for saying Nolans, because that's like the fucking some fucking real estate agent from Kansas City invented that
Yeah.
pronunciation. No New Orleanian.
It's like
Nobody says it.
Boston. The way a true New Orleanian would say it would be New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. So you say the new
You
gets in
sink
there.
it in the middle.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Sunken, just like the city itself.
Yeah.
Sink it below New Orleans. But the Nolans. That's no one says that shit. New Orleans. New Orleans.
Yeah, New
Y'all going
Orleans.
down to New Orleans and you
New
got
Orleans.
it's all in the nasal. The New Orleans accent is in the fucking it's in the nasal. New Orleans.
Okay.
My area code growing up was 985. The way someone from Louisiana would say it is 985. You hear that? 985. All the I's are kind of also O's.
Yeah.
985. Yeah, all in the know. 985, dude. All right, anyway, sorry, but yeah, no libraries.
Okay.
Do you currently wear a robe?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're a robe guy?
Fuck yeah, dude. Robes are
okay.
You ain't gotta wear
classy.
nothing. You ain't gotta wear nothing
You think
underneath
that's
it.
classy?
It depends on the robe. What are we talking?
I mean,
here?
we're talking just a standard fucking Target robe. But I mean, I'm the put on my robe, fucking Air Force Ones with no socks, walk down the store, with a mask on
Really?
to get orange juice. They don't know I'm not wearing anything underneath it.
Oh, that's trash.
You're walking down.
Yeah.
You're going to the bodega?
I'm going
In your robe?
I'm going
Where
to
do
my
you live, in Brooklyn?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
the
Brooklyn.
city?
Yeah.
You're
Brooklyn.
going to a Brooklyn bodega in your robe.
Yeah, I only did this once, but I went.
Still, if you thought about it.
I was like, I woke up, I was hungover, I wanted orange juice for some reason more than fucking anything.
Oh, man, when you want an OJ,
yeah.
get it.
And there's a spot, at the end of my block. I was like, fuck it, robe, Air Force Ones, no socks, put a mask on, wallet, phone in my hands, like, let's do it. Bam.
That's
Nobody
terrible.
seemed to give a shit. It was great.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
That might have been, that's like, if I had a report card, that's the one
That's a tough one to come back from.
That's a D.
Yeah. You're not going to pull that up by the end of the market period, I'll tell you that. Okay, well, you take leftovers home from a restaurant.
Fuck yeah.
That's perfectly normal.
No, it's
That-
trash.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Shut
Trash.
the
Wait,
fuck
It's
up.
trash.
Can I
What
throw-
do you? Oh, hold on.
100% trash.
You
Wait, do you
go in
finish
there-
it? You finish it at the restaurant?
You finish it or you don't finish it. You're paying for an experience. You're not taking the
Get
food
the
home with
fuck
you.
outta
You're paying
here.
to be served. You're paying for an experience.
For the
You're not
listener
going,
out there, we
hey,
never talked about this. I don't know what this guy's talking about. He's off the fucking deep end.
Yeah, most of our listeners are trash. I'm also trash. I'm trash.
Don't take
I say
leftovers.
lie berry. I am trash.
Are you? I feel like you're a prince who's been lied to this whole time.
You're telling me you get an
don't take the leftovers. I'm trash. I insist.
Does your wife let you get away with this?
What do you mean get away with
If
it?
you don't finish the meal, she can't.
First of all, I'm
wrap it
finishing
up?
the meal. I'm a fucking grown man. I'm finishing my meal. That's crazy. I'm finishing the meal.
Damn, dude. I mean, that's a good point.
Who's not? What grown man is going out to dinner and not finishing a meal?
I love everything about leftovers. I loved when my parents would go to dinner when I was
Yeah.
a kid,
Because
and somebody
they're
would babysit
trash.
us, and they would bring
You're
home leftovers.
Oh yeah, dude. Big fan of the brought home leftovers.
Oh
from the
my god!
Also,
You're trying to recook a steak that some guy drinking
Recook. I'm eating it right there.
I'm
out of the
eating
fucking
it.
to-go
I'm eating
That's
it out of
even
my
worse.
hand cold. I do
Yeah.
not warm up leftovers.
No.
Cold.
trash. It's trash.
I'll take it. Then I'm
Trash.
trash.
You
Yeah,
think
baby.
you fucking know a guy? I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's trash, dude.
Yeah, you think you know?
Seriously.
You're paying for an experience. You're like, oh, these 2 strips of steak are mine. I'm taking these with me. It's like, dude, either eat it or don't eat it.
Next week,
Hit the
join
bricks.
in next week with our hosts H. Foley and Sean Patton. Kevin Ryan rode his yacht back to the Palisades.
Drove his yacht down the New Jersey Turnpike.
Wait, I mean, I will say this:
No leftovers.
5 times out of 10 with leftovers in New York, I will give them to a homeless person. I'll give them to a hobo.
Classic
That's
move.
nice.
I will. I'll give.
I'll take it, I'll give it to
I leave
somebody.
them being
Class
like,
move.
I will see a hobo on the
Class
way.
move.
And even sometimes just the hobo, just like a lot of times, just the guy who's sleeping. And I'll just put it down where I think he's gonna see it. You know,
I got. All right, so let's paint
Across
this
the street.
Wake
I
up
make a
and there's
map.
some nachos in front of me.
no, don't do that. But
dotted line with an X.
Like a treasure map.
it's like, hey, I think these guys got fun too. No, I'll give it to someone
That's
half
great.
the time.
That's a class move. That is a class move. All right, so let's paint this. Let's say you're out on a date.
Uh-huh.
You're out on a first date with a woman. You know, your second date, early date. You go out to a steakhouse. Are you taking leftovers home with her there?
That I gotta say is no. You don't.
Thank you.
First date.
Because you don't want to look like a fucking jerk.
First date, you're going out to dinner off the jump. You have drinks. See,
No,
if
no,
you can nail
no,
her.
see-
Then you take her out. To
All right,
dinner.
so second date. You're going out. You're still trying to impress this girl. You're going to go, oh, can I get the half of the baked potato wrapped up?
You ready?
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Do you want to take that home with you? You want to take it home?
No.
You give her the offer.
Yeah,
True,
do you want to
that's
take that?
smart.
Hey, do you? And if she says no, then what do you say? Oh, well, I'll take it.
Also,
Let me get some of his over
I
there
think we
too.
should see other people.
Yeah. Also, on a first date, you order less food
Yeah.
than you know you're gonna eat.
You're not going ham.
It doesn't matter on the order. It's what will you put yourself in a position to look like a
No,
fucking
you
idiot?
don't. You don't. First date, you don't
You're not
order
doing-
enough
you're-
to where there's gonna be a leftover.
Regardless,
Yeah.
if there was leftovers, you
Also-
would not ask.
No, and I also make it a point every time. I've said this on other podcasts. I have always farted in front of the girl on the first
Guy
date.
plays it fast.
Really?
On the
Let them
first
know
date.
what they're getting.
Right away.
Let 'em know
be
what
like,
they're
there it is. There's the A, pheromones. B, I'm human.
This guy's getting you from every angle.
There
here,
it is.
You know what
and,
I mean?
and it's never like a, hey, excuse me, and just I sit on her lap. And I don't like, it's never at
Hey,
her.
pull my finger.
Yeah. I'll do it while I'm like helping a child. Or like,
Is that a burning building? Hold on.
It was
Yeah.
so sweet. He took the leftovers and brought them to a homeless guy, but then he farted in the guy's face.
I think he shit himself in the couch.
while I'm opening the door. It's like, it's a heavy door. I apologize.
Someone step on a duck? All right.
Yeah.
This is one that we've talked about. I just like thought of it last night because my girlfriend commented that I do it and my dad does it. Are you, when you eat, are you a bite and then a sip guy, or do you eat and then drink your drink after?
Definitely bite and sipper.
Yeah, that's garbage.
100%.
Me too.
Is it?
Trash.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, why?
Because you're mixing like
One,
coke-
because
yeah.
I do it,
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
trash.
pretty sure it's
if
trash.
we're both doing it, it's not. It's not a good
But I
sign.
thought no, because I thought the whole idea, like it's the Spanish thing with wine, like you're supposed to everything it goes with. So like
yeah, it's
white
paired
wine
with
a
it. It's
fish.
not like it's not.
Yeah, but not a fucking big shot.
No, I mean, that's
Maybe a nice Melback.
that's just to melt the ice caps of shoot handicap off your molars. But no, but like
Dude, it's like caulk when it gets in there.
And are you
It's not coming
also sub question? Are you a multiple item on the fork guy? Piece of meatloaf, piece of mashed potato, piece of
no.
really?
No. I'm dude, I am the most I also had a mom that would just straight up after one warning, stop chomping, which meant chomping is chewing with your mouth open.
Okay.
Right? One warning, and then it was a hand to the back of the head.
Nice.
No.
Tight ship.
I like
So
that.
like
I
grew
Mrs.
grew
Patton.
up like you chew with your fucking mouth.
Southern
Sure.
manners, yeah.
Yeah, at the table, like we might have been fucking animals everywhere else, but at the table, it was
Tighten it up.
You belch at a table, that's 2 weeks of your life.
Damn.
Spent
I like it.
unconscious.
I
You know what I
like
mean?
it.
Like get up. Like it was a thing. Like if you're gonna belch, get up.
Uh-huh.
Walk away. Go into the kitchen, go in the other room. Yeah, Sean, come on. But if you did it at the table, you were fucked.
Wow.
That's good. That's class, man.
Mouth.
Right there.
And I also prefer to eat with utensils, straight up. I just do. I
What do you
just
mean?
like
You're supposed to.
I know, like even a sandwich. I just like getting shit on my face. I'm just like, no, just put it down.
I do the move.
Class
It is
move.
classy.
I eat very classy.
Wow.
I also get grossed out too.
Will you
easy.
cut a burger?
No, I'll eat a burger,
Okay.
but I'll eat a burger little. I'm a little bite guy.
I've started to take the top of the sandwich or burger off, take the bun, eat that, like just knock that down.
Yeah.
You saw
Like
me
a
doing
ger-
saw me do this.
Like a gerbil.
and then eat the rest of it with a fork and a knife. Like make an open face sandwich out of it.
I mean, I say that's classy.
Okay.
I don't think it's trashy.
Yeah.
I usually will make a coleslaw sandwich out of the top of the bun though.
I mean, that's
Oh,
great. That's
that's trash. Dude, if you're going to a restaurant and turning one meal into two meals, that's fucking trash.
2 sandwiches.
I say
Look,
that
can I get some more mayo and what else is free can you send over to the table?
it's like the Native Americans. You use every part of the buffalo.
That's right.
You use every part of sandwich. Are you calling Native Americans trash?
Are you?
No, you use it as
Mr. No
together, though.
Leftovers.
You use it together as the chef intended. If you're breaking it down and making second Sammys, come on.
Yeah.
That's fucking trash.
If I did everything like the chef intended, I would only want to eat one scallop on a mountain of cauliflower
Yeah,
puree.
fuck
I would
that.
not be having my
Okay.
handicaps with a big shot, I tell you that much. Oh, okay.
All right, we got a few more.
This is a hot ep, baby.
a hot
Hot
Do it.
ep.
Hot temperature.
Okay. No, I'm trying to-
Nice pause.
have you ever owned a hacky sack?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Ever been to a Mighty Mighty Bosstones concert?
No.
Okay.
I just laugh because I know a fellow comedian, guy who writes for Kimmel, named Brian Cook. Very funny guy, extremely funny guy. He goes to the Mighty Mighty Bosstones every single year.
He's
on
the
New-
house. They're the house band, aren't they?
or New Year's Eve. No, I don't know. But he sees them every year on New Year's Eve in Boston.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the Mighty Mighty Bosstones are the house band for Jimmy Kimmel, aren't they?
No, it's the Roots. Oh, for Kimmel? No,
No.
it's not Kimmel. No.
No,
Somebody.
I don't know.
I think you're wrong.
All right.
Growing up, did any of your family's cars ever have a beaded seat cover?
No.
'Cause that is
Actually.
trashy.
No beaded seat
No
cover in
beaded
the
seat
van?
covers.
Oh,
Not
I would
even
have
in
pegged the van for a beaded
I know,
seat.
you'd think, but nah, just never. That I always looked at that as too exotic for
Really?
the suburbs.
I always
It's a very
exotic.
cab driver thing.
Yeah.
I always pegged it for like a sheet. It's like trying to cover up a shitty seat. Like instead of like really fixing it or cleaning it, you're like, I'll just throw these fucking wooden beads in there.
What do I need beads for when you got duct tape? Or any kind of tape, bro.
Do you currently have any skin tags or cysts?
I don't, but I have had skin tag removed before.
Did you remove it yourself or
No,
went to the doctor?
Dermatologist.
He's not animal.
I snip them off with the toenail clippers.
Jesus Christ,
dude, it's
I think that you're just savage now.
yeah.
Trash,
He's a
class,
different level.
Doesn't matter. Savage.
He is a different level of animal.
I'm not paying a copay.
And
when
here
I got
all of a sudden you're
pair
gonna-
of perfectly good toenail clippers in my apartment.
You're gonna break my stones over fucking takeout or leftovers. Meanwhile, you're clipping your pieces of your body
I don't
off.
know. We're gonna talk about that. Off the
Yeah,
air.
that's gonna be a
Yeah.
meeting. That's
Oh,
an
that's a
AYG
fight.
meeting. If you were to go to your parents' house now, I guess, or even back then, was there ever hand lotion next to the sink? Like, really?
That's classy.
That's so classy.
Is that classic?
Yeah.
yeah.
We didn't see lotion in my house until at least 2005.
You know
There
how
was no lotion.
I know it's classy because growing up we never had it. I went to my mom's house last weekend. She has it now because they came into a little bit of cash, so she's got it and she's spending. She got lotion money.
Okay, well then can I just say this then? Ask this counter question. What if it's the same bottle from 1998?
Now hold on.
Yeah.
Kevin didn't explain that right.
Yeah.
Kevin, I think, was looking for a nice pump.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
You're talking about like you gotta flip it and
Yeah,
so
like
that,
a, like
that's
a
trash.
like a Jergens bottle just
yeah,
set.
No.
Yeah.
There's gotta be some pump action on it.
No, I'm talking pump.
Yeah. My
Okay.
parents now have a set. It's
KY. All right, come on, we're having fun. It's a comedy podcast.
It's hand soap, lotion, and something else.
What could the third thing be?
I don't know, hot sauce. I don't know what the fuck.
Imitation butter.
It's movie butter.
You never know when you're gonna end up in the bathroom and you go, "Oh, I got my toast with me still." I was carrying this around.
It's my bathroom toast.
Yeah.
Clip or bite your nails.
Oh man, I was a biter for a long fucking
Yeah,
time.
Nothing's better.
But now I'm a clipper.
Never
Now
in public.
Oh,
What
Sean.
the fuck? If I see you clipping your
Oh,
nails, in the
clipping my
subway-
nails.
Yeah.
Oh no, never in public.
All right,
I
good.
only clip in the shower.
Okay.
There is not even
Wait
in my.
a minute,
brings
wait
us-
a minute, wait a
only in the
minute,
shower,
wait a minute,
only in the
wait a minute.
shower.
Wait. What do you do with the clippings?
They go down the fucking drain.
I'm okay with that.
Clipping your nails in the shower.
They're
Yeah.
softer. You're always supposed
Yeah,
to do
exactly,
it after
exactly.
because they're softer.
I do it after I wash. You only do it after you wash your hair because you're fucking soaping them up. You clean
That's
them up.
pretty good.
That's pretty interesting. I'll tell you that.
Follow up. This is a hot button issue here at fucking Baldy and the Fatso.
Yeah.
Will you
Fatso and the Baldy. Let's get top billing straightened out here.
I mean,
top bunk?
yeah, top bunk.
I'm more of a power bottom. Do you brush your teeth in the shower?
No,
Wow.
toothbrushing is a separate.
Yes, thank you.
Because I'm a big electric toothbrush guy.
Ooh.
So I mean that might just right there tell you what the
Pretty good.
Okay,
What
got
brand
a
is
little
it? What brand? You got
Oral B. Stick to my Oral B.
Only
Yeah.
acceptable answer is Oral B Sonic Care.
Sonicare.
I hear that Quip is doing pretty good.
Yeah, I knew somebody that had a Sony. I swear to God.
Was it
I've never
anti-skip? What's going on,
Yeah.
huh?
I've never seen it before in my life, but they had a Sony toothbrush.
All you gotta do is grow up with an aunt who has halitosis,
That'll take care
and
of
you
it.
will never not brush your fucking teeth as a kid.
Are you a mouthwash guy?
Yes,
Listerine?
Listerine, the gold.
Do you
The
floss?
Oh my God! What the fuck? Yours an original Listerine?
Your fucking face, dude. Jesus.
Dude, you're fucking hardcore.
It was
It's like paint thinner. That
Oh
shit.
my God. Remember that as a kid?
I imagine you look like I felt like the movie screen during the showing of The Sixth Sense when you were the entire audience when they realized he'd been dead the whole time. Oh my God! Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. I used the
You don't hear that a lot these
I used
days.
because I like the fucking bitter, stinging burn.
You do, huh?
Oh, I love that
That's
shit,
some
dude.
deep-seated issues you
Can I-
got
can I-
going on
can I
right
even get
there.
more
This
fucking-
guy's psycho.
Can I
Yeah.
even get a little more intense?
And then I
with you?
burn myself with a
Sometimes,
cigarette.
not all the time. Sometimes I will brush really quickly the inside of my cheeks so that when I do the mouthwash
feel it.
and I go, we go like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it burns in your fucking cheeks, chilling those fucking,
Psycho.
hunting those fucking germs down.
Check,
Yeah.
please.
Something
Well,
like
you have to really wash your mouth out after you eat human flesh. You know what I mean? Cannibalism.
It's true. It's It's true.
Something that I've been doing more lately, but I've always done it, is I don't feel satisfied with brushing my teeth until I make myself gag a little bit with the toothbrush. Does everybody else do that?
Because you got to get your fucking back in the
Your
tongue.
back of the tongue.
You
And
gotta
I don't
get the
feel
back
like I
of the tongue.
got it.
No, dude,
until
I get the
gag.
tongue big time.
Should
Yeah.
do a tongue scraper.
But sometimes it backfires. If I eat late the night before and I do that in the morning, I'll fucking start throwing up.
Check, please.
There you go. That's a perfectly timed drop right there.
Jesus Christ. Sometimes you say things and I don't know where to go.
Buddy.
I tell you what, fat kid's always funny one, man.
Real quickly, I just want to say, everything on that wall is in my apartment. In my apartment, currently. No, but Drakkar Noir.
Ooh, also
that's what you
trash.
use?
All right, my mom. Well, no, my mom. Here's just
Use
side
your
note.
Car Noir?
My mom years ago, I was like, for Christmas and my birthday, I was like, stop buying me things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't need shit. I travel a lot. Thank you so much, but like, give it to don't buy it for her grandkids,
Yeah,
and my nieces. But every year she gives me bags of travel toiletries because I travel so much, and a lot of Drakkar Noir.
Nice.
And Axe body spray.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Which can help in a pinch, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
I'm now officially a full cologne guy, by the way.
Yeah.
I started this year, Christmas. We went home to my girlfriend's place, and her aunt got me like the little.
Really? Because you wouldn't guess by that shirt.
I like to keep,
Boom.
the duality of man, as they say.
I like to stimulate your olfactory senses as much as your visual.
But they got me like a little sample of all different kinds of
Oh, yeah.
colognes, and now I've settled on one.
Ah,
Yeah,
What is it, WD-40? Kippy's eating up late in the fourth.
Fourth quarter, Kippy's eating up.
All right, have you ever taken a couch or any other piece of furniture from the trash, Mr. Patton?
Yeah. Table, but only hard, nothing soft.
Okay,
Table,
all right. That's
chairs, desk, but never lamp.
New York,
stand.
or was it?
New York, yeah.
New York trash is tough trash. But
I know.
How you
yeah.
get bed bugs, brother?
Well, never beds.
No, anything.
You hear how stupid that was? My response. Well, no, I didn't take beds.
I'm not a fucking idiot.
I don't take any
Yeah,
bugs.
I'm taking this nightstand and this comforter, but not a mattress.
I did that with a chair. I infected
Taking
the
his pair
entire
of jeans,
building.
whatever.
Yeah. I've rolled the dice on that. I've raw dogged some furniture. If you know what I mean?
It just made my skin crawl, dude.
Speaking of raw dog,
Yeah.
what's the wiping situation? Do you go front to back?
Body, both.
Yeah.
Wait, you go in?
You go top of the butt crack down.
Uh-huh.
I go front to back first.
Right.
Back to front.
Scoop it up.
Back to front second. Front to back third. 3 wipes home.
Really?
Yeah.
No standing up.
They're absolutely standing up the whole time.
Wait, so you poop and then stand up and then start your wiping process?
Poop, stand up, but over the toilet.
Yeah.
Like
You
spread.
can't hover. Your joints can't handle. You gotta lean. You
I'm not a
can't
fucking
hover.
catcher. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, like stand, like
Yeah.
shit. Reposition legs, stand kind of directly over the toilet, and wipe.
In and out, in and
Up,
out, in and out.
down, up.
Okay. For a while, I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I went inside. I went through, like I'm calling the signs. I go through the middle.
fuck.
Giving them the high heat. Curveball here from Foley.
I wish I would have given a wipe. Don't wipe.
Yeah.
Don't wipe.
Always shaking off
Drip
the white.
dry, baby.
Don't believe it.
I think what you're looking for is going bidet. I'm a bidet guy.
Yeah.
Which by the way, I am. I don't have one, but
I've tried.
tried.
There's one here in
I
studio.
fucking love a bidet.
And I took it.
I've used this
I took
bidet.
one here, and I didn't know. I didn't know it just self-activates. Buddy, that thing
Oh,
starts
really?
going. It's
Dude,
blowing. The whole thing's happening down there.
Nothing will,
I gave her my phone
nothing
number.
will get you up in the morning like than a hot blast of water to the
Yeah?
asshole.
Yeah.
Or cold. Depending on the temperature.
Or
But
a
anyway.
finger. depending on how the weekend went.
We call that a middle class bidet.
Blue collar bidet.
A blue
priest
collar
finger?
bidet. It's a Gatorade bottle with the fucking
with
sports,
a loop-de-loop straw in
the sports straw, whatever.
it. The big flexi one.
Just blast it.
That's good. What about what's your level of hot dog garbage? Okay, as far as making hot dogs, how do you prepare a hot dog?
I'm going to say this right off the jump. I do feel that every hot dog is inferior to the Chicago style hot dog. I do actually feel that way. I love a Chicago, and I come from New Orleans where they got the Lucky Dog, which is a massive fucking forearm of a hot dog, and it's great. But I love a shitty, disgusting, like cardiac arrest inducing chili dog.
Okay.
But the Chicago every time I go to Chicago, I usually eat nothing but Chicago hot dogs for the first 24 hours.
But that's a prepared thing. I'm talking about cooking.
Oh, boil.
Boil's the trashiest or the fanciest?
That's the way I go no matter what. So call it what you will. I don't microwave.
Put a name on it.
I'll grill it if there's a grill situation, but if I'm just like making hot dogs for myself, boil in water in a pan.
Interesting.
Or a pot.
It's trash.
I like a plump, juicy fucking.
They are nice.
Like,
but they're, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's
Then
disgusting.
your apartment stinks
Yeah.
like hot dog. It's tough. I
Then,
get it.
you know?
It's a tough situation.
Then you go outside, find the nearest kid on on one of those hover scooters, throw the hot dog water at him. Keep him on his fucking toes.
Stay on your toes.
Yeah.
If you're throwing hot dog water on people, you're fucking trash.
Or at least fantasizing about it.
Also true. That qualifies as well.
You know what I do? I actually load up my bidet tank with the old hot dog water.
Got a little flavor in
I
there.
got a self-sustaining ecosystem over there.
Forget about it.
All right.
Kippy, what do you got?
I think I only got one or two more here.
Yeah, I just got one more left.
Let's see. What did you call the game where you knocked on someone's door and ran away?
I mean, I can't say that.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't even think of that.
Really?
We can't
Yeah,
say-
that
well,
was
I mean,
one.
we didn't call it that,
But that was a name
what it
for
was called.
Wow.
Yeah. But later, as those of us who are like, you probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Tend to call it either ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch is an acceptable
Or
answer.
which is fucking ridiculous. I don't know why, but we used to call it see the witch.
See the witch.
I don't
never
know,
heard that
That
one.
sounds scary.
because there's no one there because witches don't exist. It was that sort of thing. It was like, I'm gonna see the witch, this bitch. You just
See the
knock
witch
on a
this
door
bitch.
and
I
run.
Like that.
Or he's called it knock and run.
Yeah, knocking. I mean,
It's really to the point.
right. You know,
Yeah, y'all want to knock and run that out down here?
Philadelphia was a little more pragmatic. You know what I mean?
I'm going to knock it, then I'm going
In
to run
New
it.
Orleans, you had to be a little more poetic with bullshit.
A little more intellectual crowd, huh?
Yeah. But yeah.
The weirdest one is knock knock zoom zoom.
What the fuck is that?
Fucking nerds, if you ask
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Do
there's
that from the inside of a locker. That's fucking nerd shit right there.
yeah.
Foley still wants to be the tough guy from an 80s movie so bad.
Yeah, whatever, dork.
Yeah, give you a wedgie, nerd.
Oh, we got to ask you these before we let you get out of here.
I'll ask me as many as you want.
Number one, you open a bottle of ketchup. Where does it go? In the fridge or in the cabinet?
Fridge. Now here's the second back up to that question. Ask me how in the fridge.
How?
Upside down.
Yeah. He's a fucking gentleman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said the position
Yep.
of the bottle.
I always thought that was kind of, if it gets even like less than to halfway, you
Yeah.
go up, you store upside down.
If you don't, to me, if you don't keep ketchup in the fucking fridge, I take that personally, even if I've never met you.
And what
Yeah.
about your syrup? Where do you keep that after you've opened it?
Syrup, I think, can stay outside. Keep it a
Okay.
little warm so it's not fucking just thick
Yeah.
And
know?
where do you think butter goes? On the counter or in the fridge?
in a goddamn fridge.
Okay. Conflicting views on that. But
All right.
No,
All right,
yeah,
all right.
I've recently turned. It's very rare do we turn our own opinions on here, but I was turned to go butter off the counter is the classier thing.
Off the counter?
Salt.
Butter on the counter. I'm sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna give this a go. You might have just turned me on the butter.
Well, because so it's got to be salted butter so it'll preserve
All right.
out.
The problem is, if it's on just out, I'm gonna just take a spoonful of it. I know myself. I just love butter, and I will just be
That
like,
is a problem.
If I have a problem with anything,
Nope.
it's fucking butter.
butter's fantastic. I don't give a
Great.
My girlfriend has an addiction, like peanut butter. It's the most insane shit I've ever seen. Like she can't. It's an uncontrollable. Like if there is a jar of peanut butter, she will inevitably just grab it and straight spoon the mouth.
Dude, big
the
spoon?
The jar.
Yeah. Dude, a big spoon of that and some fucking Mott's apple juice back in the day. That was a fucking party in my house.
Yeah, I mean that's a party at anyone's house.
Yeah, dude.
Got apple juice and peanut butter jams, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's it for me.
Final question.
let's do it.
Growing up,
Was
it normal for your parents to serve you milk with dinner?
Absolutely not.
Wow. Okay.
I will say though, it was normal for at least I'm going to say twice a month. My parents to just completely both be too busy to cook dinner and just show up with like grab bags full of like Taco Bell. Or it was 9 times out of 10 Taco Bell. It'd just be like, oh, mom and dad are coming
Here's a
home late,
mix
and
match.
just come in 2 fucking one bag full of bean burritos, one full of chicken soft tacos, go to town.
Wow.
So that's like the milk with dinner.
That's trash.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, I mean, if it's not like if it's not fucking 3 days a week.
No, it was
Still all right.
twice a month, but it was always Taco Bell, which is why I still to this day Taco Bell's a treat.
Is your go-to?
Okay, Arby's, Wendy's, Taco Bell. That's my top 3.
What?
That's my 3 wide.
never heard that.
Oh, wait,
Talk about thinking you know a guy. This is great. Arby's.
my Mount Rushmore of fast food is Arby's, Taco Bell, Wendy's. Ooh, Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
No, I'm taking
That's
Chick-fil-A off.
fucking.
What?
No, I got
What are you, the Joker?
I love
That's
Chick-fil-A.
a fucking madman.
Some people like to see the world burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Arby's.
Arby's.
One.
Not number 1. No, number 1 is Taco Bell.
Oh,
Number 2
okay.
is Wendy's. So Taco Bell.
I don't think I've ever heard Arby's making a top 3 ever.
Jesus.
Taco Bell is my Lincoln. All right. Arby's is what? Jefferson?
Okay.
I'm sorry. Wendy's Jefferson. Arby's is third, whoever third is. And then Chick-fil-A, but also like I don't like their waffle fries. If I have to like right now choose fourth on the Mount Rushmore, I'm gonna go Church's Chicken, which is a rare. It's hard to find a
This
Church's
guy's
Chicken.
bonkos.
It's hard to find a Church's Chicken,
It
but
is.
God damn it, that shit's delicious.
Wow. Sean Patton, an enigma wrapped in a riddle,
But trash.
wrapped in a waffle fry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What
Wrapped
do
in
you
a bean
think?
burrito. I'm going trash. I mean,
Yeah.
growing his clearly
Garbaggio.
his parents run a tight ship. Clearly, got the
Yeah.
Southern hospitality, Southern manners. You know, the fucking mailbox smashing. You got
take
the fuck going to the bodega in his fucking in
Yeah.
a robe.
Yep.
I mean,
The Air
he's
Force
got
Ones.
Arby's on his fucking Mount Rushmore of fast food. What are
Yep.
we doing?
I tell you what, but trash means you've lived.
That's right.
Oh, baby, of course,
And we'll
celebrate
continue,
it.
and we'll
here.
Salt
continue
of
to
the
live.
earth.
Celebrate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Buddy,
yeah.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming.
Honor's
and
all
sitting with us.
mine,
Appreciate
boys.
it.
Anything you want the folks out there to know? Anything you got coming up? Anything you want to plug? Lay it on us.
You could hear my podcast. It's called 5 Words. It's on the All Things Comedy Network, and you can buy my album. It's called Scuttlebutt. It is on Helium Records, but anywhere you could buy albums.
Cool.
You can buy
Nice.
it, yeah.
And by the way, before you leave, I have to tell you, because we
Please.
talk about this all the time.
I wasn't even there. I
He
hear it
wasn't there.
secondhand, and it's one of the funny stories.
It
we
was
tell.
maybe a few years ago. You were doing, what was it, Comedy Juice or something like that one night.
Here?
And you were at Gotham.
Gotham.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It was like a weeknight. You were doing some showcase show.
Were we downstairs?
No, you were upstairs.
It was upstairs,
Place
okay.
was packed. It was hot, and you just did this perfect move. I think it was me and Chris Cotton. If it wasn't him, it was me and Cotton standing in the back, and we both fell over laughing. But you did the move because you know how it has like an open stage.
Yeah.
You walked up, you waved like hi, like you were going to the mic, and then you just kept going and
Down
walked
the
up.
other side of the
and
stage.
you had fucking a huge boom, and then the second you got to the end of that stage, you got another boom, and we still talk about it to this day. We thought it was awesome. We love you, buddy.
Well,
Yeah, man,
thanks,
appreciate
man.
it.
That was Gotham. Yeah. Hope it reopens soon.
Yeah.
The
The good old days.
I mean, the ceiling's tall enough to be ventilated.
It's true. I
Isn't it?
didn't think of that.
It was fucking built to have a goddamn hot
One of
air
those
balloon
big IKEA
competition.
fans in there.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks,
Thank
man. This
you.
was so much fun. Appreciate
yeah.
it.
Kippy, what do you got to tell them?
Just as always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, and to keep us in the top 200. Get on it. Full episodes available on YouTube. You can subscribe there as well. And again, if you want to subscribe to Gas Digital Network, you can use promo code AYG. We make a couple of bucks. You save a couple of bucks. It's a win-win. So do it. We appreciate all the support, guys.
Yes, we have a lot of special things coming up that you guys are going to love. Just to say it again, if you won the contest, the T-shirts have been ordered. We're going to get them out to you very soon, and we love you. Peace.
Peace.